Assalamu alaikum, my dear students of class 8. I am Setu. I am the senior teacher of mathematics, Milestone School and College. Today I am going to discuss a new chapter, chapter 7. The chapter name is Set. This is very new for you. That's why you need to understand every definition and example very well. So in this part 1, I have discussed many kinds of definition and I give example with the definition and I solved the example. So my dear students, let's start today's lesson. So at first you have to know, at the end of this chapter you will be able to explain set, explain method of expressing sets, explain tabular and set builder method, explain classification of sets, explain Venn diagram, explain subset. So let's start our lesson today. Chapter 7, definition of set. German mathematician George Cantor, 1845 to 1918, explained the idea about set. His explanation of set is known as set theory in mathematics. Set, a well-defined collection of objects of real or imaginative world, is called set. Example, the first 5 English alphabet, the countries of Asia, natural numbers, etc. Each object of set is called an element of the set. Like in here you can see the first 5 English alphabet. Each alphabet in here is an element of the set. The countries of Asia, each country of Asia is an element of the set. Natural numbers, each number of these natural numbers is an element of the set. So the next, set is generally denoted by capital letters of English alphabet like A, B, C, X, Y, Z, as you can see, and the elements are expressed in small letters A, B, C, X, Y, Z. The set is expressed by the symbol second bracket, which includes the elements of the set. So in between second bracket, if we write down anything, that will be the set. Example, the set of ABC is A, B, C. You have to write down with comma. You have to separate each element by comma. So in here for ABC, the set is in between the second bracket, as you can see, ABC. That is the thing in between second bracket is the set. The set of first 2 even natural number is 2 and 4. After that it would be 6. But in here we know we need only 2 even natural number first. That means 2 and 4. The set of factors of 6. We know the set of the factor of 6 is 1, 2, 3 and 6. So if we write down these numbers in between second bracket, that will be the set of factors of 6. So let x be an element of set A. How can we write down this element of set A? We can write down by this mathematically x elements of A. That means this sign is the element sign. So x elements of A which you can read x is an element of set A or x belongs to A. That means you can say it's element or belongs, that's no problem, you can say anything. So again, if B equals to Mn, then M elements of B and N elements of B. That means Mn both are the elements of B. That's why we can write down like this: M elements of B and N elements of B. Example, write the set of first 5 odd natural numbers. So we know the set A equals to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is the first odd natural number. So next, chapter 7, method of expressing set. Method of expressing set. We have set can be expressed as mainly in 2 methods. First, tabular method. Second, Setbuilder method. So we have to understand these 2 methods very well, because we have to do different types of math by using these 2 types of method. So first I will discuss tabular method. So tabular method, in this method all the elements of a set are mentioned particularly by enclosing them in second bracket. That is the thing, in tabular method we will write down all the elements in between the second bracket, and if there is more than one element, the elements are separated by using comma. Already you know this. Example, A equals to 1, 2, 3, B equals to x, y, z, C equals to 100, etc. That I am writing, if it is more than one element, I am writing by using comma, and enclosed this element in between second bracket, that would be the set. So in here you can see 3 sets: A equals to 1, 2, 3, B equals to x, y, z, C equals to 100. That means A, B, C in here 3 set. So next, express the set. Q equal to x. X are all the factors of 42 in tabular method. That means x, we will read out like this: Q equals to x such that x are all the factors of 42 in tabular method. So we have to find out the factors of 42 first, and this is the way to find out the factor. My dear students, you already know. So in here we got all the factors of 42. So factors of 42 are 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, 42. In here you can see in the question that x such that x are all the factors of 42. That means we have to find out all the factors of 42, and if we write these factors in between second bracket, we find the set of Q. So in here I write required set Q equals to 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, 42. That means I already write down the factors of 42 in between the second bracket. That is our required set. Next, Setbuilder method. In this method, conditions are given to determine the elements of sets without mentioning them particularly. That means in this method there will be some condition, and you have to fulfill that condition. That will be the desired answer. Example, if the set of natural even numbers which are smaller than 10, that means we can write down like this: A equals to x such that, this is the such that sign, dot dot, this is the such that sign, x natural even number and x less than 10. That means the number, all the number will be even but less than 10, not more than 10. So you can see here this sign, as I am telling, this sign means such that, and one unknown variable is placed before this sign, and then required conditions are applied to the variable. Express a equals to 3, 6, 9, 12 in Setbuilder method. What we can see, 3, 6, 9, 12. Just read out this. Observe that 3, 6, 9, 12 are natural numbers which are multiples of 3 and which are not greater than 12. That means these 3, 6, 9, 12, all the numbers are multiple of 3 and they are not greater than 12. So we can write down like this: x is a natural number multiple of 3 and x less equal 12. That means we have to write less equal 12. That means we can take 12, not more than 12. Less equal means we can take the 12 also if the condition fulfilled. Again an example: express p equals to 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 in Setbuilder method. As you can see here, each element is even natural number. Every number is even in here. Multiple of 4. Every number is multiple of 4 and not greater than 20. That means not more than 20. So we can write down x is even natural number multiple of 4 and x less equal 20. I think this will be very clear to you now. Chapter 7, classification of sets. Classification of sets. First, finite set. If the number of elements of a set can be determined by counting, that means if we can count all the elements, that would be the finite set. Like a equals to a, b, c, d. Here in this set there are 4 elements. That means we can count this element. An infinite set, the set whose number of elements can't be determined by counting, is called an infinite set. That means you can see a set of natural numbers. That means n equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 100, 1000. Every number is a natural number. Every number is a natural number. So we don't know the limitation of this number, so which cannot be determined. That's why this set is an infinite set. The next set is empty set. The set which has no element is called an empty set. The set which has no element is called an empty set. An empty set is expressed by the symbol. This is phi symbol. This symbol is the phi symbol. An empty set is expressed by the symbol phi. You can say it is phi or you can say it is empty set. Chapter 7, Venn diagram. So Venn diagram. John Venn, 1834 to 1883, introduced the method of expressing sets by diagrams. These diagrams are named after Venn, and you can see in below there are some diagrams. This is Venn diagram and called Venn diagram. Generally in Venn diagram, rectangular and circular regions are used. Venn diagrams are shown below. Subset. Let A equals to AB is a set with the elements of the set A. We can form the set AB, A, B. That means at first we can take these two AB once a time. After that we can take single A only. After that B only. These are the process of making subset. The sets AB, A, B are the subsets of A. Let's follow an example. As many sets are formed from the elements of a set, each of those sets is a subset of the given set. That means we got from these two number we get 4 sets, because what I said, every element in between these two second bracket is an set. So we set 1, 2, 3, we get 3 sets. That's why each set is a subset of this main set. Each set in here is a subset of this main set. As many sets are formed from the elements of a set, each of these sets is a subset of the given set. Subset is denoted by this sign. This sign we will call the subset sign. Example, if P equals to 2, 3, 4, 5 and Q equals to 3, 5, the set Q is the subset of P, because as you can see in Q the set of 3 and 5, and you can see in the set P 2, 3, 4, 5, that means 3 and 5 include of this set. So we can say Q is the subset of P. So the set Q is a subset of P because the elements of 3, 5 of set Q are also included in set P. So Q subset of P. Write the subsets of the set A equals to 1 to 3. Example, as the process I am saying, at first you have to write the 3 set. The subsets of the set A are given below. A equals to 1 to 3 at first we have to write, then you have to write 1 2, then you have to write 2 3, then you have to write 1 3, then you have to write single 1 2 3, and at last you should write empty set. That means an empty set every time. If you write down any subset of any set, you have to write down an empty set every time. Again I am saying an empty set you have to write down in every subset of any set. That's why I am writing in here this one is empty set. What I am saying, at first you have to write down whole set 1 2 3, then you will take unique one. At first 1 2, then 2 3, then 1 3. You can see that no number is repeated in here. No number is repeated in here. You can see 1 2, 2 3, 1 3. That means 1 2 you cannot see 1 2 again. 2 3 you cannot see 2 3 again. 1 3 you cannot see 1 3 again. And after this 2 2 2 we can write single. That means 1 2 and 3, and that is 5. Means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. That means 8 subsets we got from this set A. My dear students, I am trying to understand you some definitions from this chapter 7. This is a very important chapter for you, and this set you will get in class 9, 10, in intermediate also. So this chapter is very important. You should understand this chapter very well. If you can't understand anything, you can call me this number. I will make you understand. So for then, stay safe, stay home. I am Shafiul Alam Setu. I am the senior teacher of mathematics. For today, Assalamu alaikum. See you again in part 2 of this chapter.